Hi, I'm Aneet.
Hi, this is Mansha, and welcome to another episode of Mantras. So, this episode is sponsored by Motocare Panel Beaters and Detailers, media partner Social Wave for all your social media needs.
Today we have with us Mahesh Maru. He's the founder of Tulip Finance and a very trusted and well known personality in the insurance industry. Let's dive deep into his life and his mantra of success in his field.
Welcome, Mahesh.
थैंक यू मनीत एंड थैंक यू मंशा आपने मुझे इस काबिल समझा टू कम टू योर शो एंड talk about all these my insurance stuff and my journey. Thank you for that.
No worries. We are super excited to have you over because insurance is one topic that is everywhere and people, it's like जितना ज़्यादा knowledge हो वो भी कम है और जितना कम है वो भी लगता है you need to know everything in insurance. It's that kind of field. Let's start from the very beginning about you, your life, and how you got into this field. पहले.
Manit, I have been living in New Zealand for last 22 years. I migrated from Mumbai in 2002. My original background is I have always been a finance student, and at the same time I used to work in Indian stock market. Like all typical Guju young kids, where do you make money? You make money in share bazaar, stock market. So that's how I landed up in a stock market. Worked there for 7 years as a dealer. So I had my finance background there, and we used to deal with LIC and some of the big giant, insurance companies back in old days. And when I came to New Zealand, I was fortunately very lucky that I got a job in state insurance, and that was my initial platform in insurance field. It was a fire and general area, but within a very short span of time, I managed to get onto the underwriting and then become a trainer. And that's when I realized that I was training so well. I've had 15 new people in front of me that I'm training, and I realized that if I can do this, I can definitely educate a lot of people. So that's where I decided to open my own firm and try and help our community, try and help our fellow Indians and educate them and make sure that they have the right covers for their family.
So, Mahesh, my question to you is what inspired you to be in this field for such long years? Like you have been in this for like 17
17
plus years now. So बहुत सारे लोग छोड़ देते हैं प्रोफेशन की भाई अब बस हो गई है आई एम जस्ट बोर्ड ऑफ इट और अभी कुछ नहीं बन रहा है नहीं आ रहा है तो आपकी क्या इंस्पिरेशन है कि 17 प्लस इयर्स हो गए
Um, yeah, it's a very interesting question because I'll tell you one thing that over a period of years, I have managed to generate a lot of new advisors in this market. Okay, so that was one of my mojo. I loved creating new advisors, help them to come in this industry and become a successful advisors. So because every time when you're constantly doing the same work, you do get bored. Okay. And I did came across to that point at about 4 or 5 years of my career. I was like, I'm getting really bored. I need to do something new. So I started hiring new advisors, started teaching them and making sure that they become a quality advisor and helping our community. And after a few more years, I realized that I'm getting old and most of my clients are getting old. And we started getting a lot of claims, okay? Especially, I'm talking about serious level of claims, which actually were a turning point for my life, especially when one of my very close friend, who was also my client, and he went through mouth cancer, okay? And I was a part of the journey with him until his last breath. It was a 6 months of rough time. I have been through every day with him. I've seen the journey of his family. I've seen how his wife struggled and still kept on going. I've seen him going through some pain, and I saw myself very emotional in that time.
Yeah.
And that was a transition, I would say a big transition for me from a normal insurance sales guy to a full-fledged matured advisor. the responsibility that I have on my shoulder is immense, because a lot of people say you sell insurance policy, and I'm like, no,
Yeah.
no, I don't. You know what I sell? I sell promise.
Yeah.
This is what we do. We promise, and that's what we fulfill at the time of claim.
Yeah.
So that's what drives me. I am blessed that I've been a part of journey for so many people now. Um, it's a privilege to be in this position. There are people who we have managed to save their lives. I've had clients come to my office and hugged me and cried and said, I'm alive because of you, you know, and these are very huge words for me. I've had clients who says that, Mahesh, every day when I pray, I always pray for you and your family because what you did to us. This is the biggest achievement. This is the biggest job satisfaction that I have in my driving force.
Yeah. I think this is what sets you apart from the others also. Many people just consider it as, you know, meet people, meet clients, just sell the policy, come back, file it up, and that's the end of it. But what sets a good advisor apart is they are coming to you with securing their most valuable assets, their life, their family, their house, their everything that they are actually working hard for. I think it's very important to get the right advisor there who connects on an emotional level. For me, at least, you know, there are so many advisors out there, but connecting on an emotional level is very important.
Yes, quite rightly said, and this is what I try to teach most of the young advisors who are coming in the market. They always ask me, "What's the biggest success? Why are you so successful?" This is what they ask me, and I just tell them that I don't feel myself successful. I feel it's an ongoing journey, and every day you're gonna have new challenges, and you just have to keep climbing and keep climbing and keep climbing. You have to remember what you are doing in this industry is you are taking a big level of responsibility for these families. And you got to make sure that you've done the right risk analysis, you put up the correct products for them, right company, and make sure you deliver at the time of claim. Most of my clients who go through any kind of serious level of complications, and if they're in hospital, I will leave everything and I always go to see them to make sure that they are okay, their family is okay. पॉलिसीज वगैरह अपनी जगह अलग है, एक इंसानियत अपनी अपनी जगह है.
दिस इज़ एक्चुअली ट्रू एंड माई क्वेश्चन टू यू महेश कि आपने इतने सारे लोगों को अभी ट्रेन कर चुके हो, अभी भी कर रहे होगे, तो क्या आपको लगता है कि पहले जब आप ट्रेन हुए थे और अभी की ट्रेनिंग क्या डिफरेंस है अभी के लोगों में? क्या बहुत मतलब कुछ ऐसा प्लस पॉइंट अबाउट दिस जनरेशन और नेगेटिव अबाउट दिस लाइक?
I don't see anything negative here. That's the best part. You know, I see mostly the working style have changed, obviously, because you know, now there is regulatory bodies. There are a lot of, you know, compliance-wise changes taken place in this industry, which is amazing, which is really good. It has taken care of a lot of bad apples out, and new good apples are coming in, and this industry is getting better and better and better. Not that this industry ever had problems, you know, that's the first thing I would like to highlight here. कोई भी industry होती है वहाँ हमेशा there is 1 or 2% is going to be like that. But if you overall you look at most of the advisors, you know, I've seen, you look at their work, you know, and you see how they've made difference in people's life. They are phenomenal people, you know. So new people coming with new compliance and new regime is a very, very good thing.
Okay. And talking about that technology is changing because we can see that AI is taking over. So how the industry is changing, insurance industry, of course.
In my opinion, look, AI is going to take over. There is no doubt about it. Okay, just about 3 months ago, I was in San Francisco attending an AI conference, and you'd be thinking, why an insurance advisor would go all the way to San Francisco and attending an AI conference? Because I could see that there are serious level of changes. 6 months ago, I saw in Japan while I was there. Even a coffee shop has got robots now taking orders. So humans are getting replaced in many areas. But in insurance sector, in my personal opinion, most of the jobs like telemarketing jobs, like inbound call centers, some of the admin work, some of the underwriting work, most of these things will be taken over by AI. There is absolutely no second thought about it. Okay. Insurance companies will have online applications and online, comparisons. And those things have always been there. If you see livedirect.com, it is already there
Yeah.
from so many years. But replacing an advisor's advice, I don't think that's happening, because मंशा जैसे मैं अगर आपके साथ बैठ के जो वन ऑन वन बात करके जो आपको एजुकेट करूँगा, आप शायद लाइफ इंश्योरेंस में बिलीव नहीं कर रही होगी, बट व्हेन आई सिट डाउन विथ यू एंड व्हेन आई कन्विंस यू एंड आई गिव यू ऑल द facts and figures, that changes the game. AI
Yeah.
cannot do that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there are areas that AI will be able to do it. There are areas that AI will not be able to do it. So we all have to incorporate AI in our business in some form to generate more productivity for our company. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you use it in a positive way, then yeah, that will work for you. AI should work for you.
Absolutely. I mean, get your admin, your paperwork, everything AI can help you. But when it comes to talking to someone, giving them genuine advice, it's all about being satisfied with what you're paying for. So
Yep.
that's only through a human touch. I don't think so.
Yeah,
AI can
because
do that.
that emotional connect is very important when it comes to your life, your medical, your other assets and stuff. So
Yeah.
emotional एक connect होना बहुत ज़रूरी है. That's what I feel, and this is important. Yeah.
Yep.
एक-
AI will never come to your home and have a chai or a pakoda.
As that AI will never cry with you if you are in need. So this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
very true. That's very true. My एक तो इतने सारे insurances हैं. When you go sit with an insurance advisor, okay, I'm ready to take an insurance, but
Yep.
where do we start from? I mean,
Yeah.
what?
Yes.
How do you start? Like we are starting with insurance. Ki chalo, let's invest in insurance. What's the first step? What is the insurance that we need? Like, what's the first step?
Identifying the risk that your client carries, that is the most important thing first. Okay. So I always have a very formal chat with most of my clients first, just to understand what their situation is, what are their challenges, what is it that they want to achieve in their life. And then rather than going through too many options and too many companies, it is my job as an advisor, I advise. That's what my job is. My job is to understand the risk that you carry, what you want to achieve, and to make sure that if some catastrophe, medically, some catastrophe takes place in your life, then it's my responsibility to make sure that the product that I'm putting for you,
Yeah.
that must work for you. Yeah. So initial conversation is really important. That's where I start building my risk analysis, and then from there we put up a statement of advice where I will advise you what you should have, and then pretty much implement the implementation from there.
महेश आप एवरी डे मतलब मिनिमम बहुत सारे लोगों से मिलते होगे, ठीक है, हर किसी की सिचुएशन डिफरेंट है, ठीक है, और उसके बाद जब इनके रिस्क एनालिसिस की बारी आती है तो आप हर किसी का जो एनालिसिस है वो खुद करते हो कि कैसा ये कैसा प्रोसेस वर्क करता है?
Yep. So we got a process, and it is very robust and very powerful, and that's what I said, that sitting one on one with couple, understanding their challenges, recording that, and then identifying the right products for them. That's where the game is, And I don't believe in doing. There are so many software that is available which will just immediately do the quotes and say, yep, this is cheaper. Yeah, it could be cheaper, but that's not going to work for you. I've got a client who's got, mother died because of cancer, father died because of cancer, wife had a cancer,
Oh my God.
sister had a cancer. This is how extreme level of, hereditary problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
But should I put a big trauma cover for him? Probably not. I should put a little bit amount of trauma cover and give this client a specialized cancer product. But
Yeah.
I see that there is a lot of lack of education, lack of experience in advisors as well, where they will put massive trauma
Yeah.
cover because they identified a huge problem, which I understand, but then the reality is different. In reality, the client ends up paying for all the other conditions as well, while they were only worried about cancer.
Cancer.
So see, these are the stuff. neither AI nor bankers or these people can give you. This is only the advisors. And the deeper the conversation that you have with your advisor, better outcome you will get at the time of claim, because they will have a better understanding of
Yeah.
your situation and they'll be able to guide you in a
Yeah.
proper way.
So when you go to your client and explain them all these things and advise them, what challenges do you face with usually? I mean, what are the questions that's
That comes to your
that
way.
comes to you very
Yeah.
often, and it's the challenge that you have to really make someone understand. What's
Like, see, one of my biggest challenges that I come across to is a budget.
Yeah.
Okay, budget is always one of the biggest evil. And as an advisor, hand on my heart, when I recommend something, I'm very passionate about what I'm recommending, because I'm confident that that's going to work. But suddenly, my advice that I've put doesn't fit in their budget, and those are the challenges. And then I hate to compromise on their insurance plan. I have to start cutting things.
Yeah.
And you know what happens when insurance advisor starts compromising on your quote? You will heavily compromise at the time when you are either in a hospital or in a coffin. That's the reality. So I always tell people that, when you sit with an insurance advisor, rather than saying, hey, I want the cheapest one, say, can you do a proper job and make sure that my family will be looked after and I'll be looked after if something happens? That is a golden line that you can give it to your advisor. Don't worry about the premium first. First, you understand the concept. First, you understand the products.
Yeah.
First, you understand what it's going to cost you for this solution.
Yeah.
Then work out, is there any way you can get that extra dollars and put it towards this?
Yeah.
One of the stuff that I've learned in my life, in my 17 years of career, how many times I've been to hospital for my clients, and most of the time when I'm sitting and talking to them, you know what? They don't want anything. They just want one thing, to get better and get back to the normal life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People realize, oh my God, I bought expensive car, I bought expensive house, I'm paying huge mortgage, going out of my way. One of the biggest thing people have done, the more they earn, the double the expenses they've done.
Yeah.
And most important products, like which can save your life, they don't have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they realize it at the worst time of their life.
Absolutely. It's
So
when
it's-
it hits you realize you don't have that.
Yeah, so that's why as an advisor, my challenges are immense. I have to make sure that I educate them very well. I put the right values for them.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's their choice. We respect that. But the reality is that there are certain products you will always need it.
Yeah.
I just bumped into a lady who was almost 76-year-old. Gujarati lady, 76-year-old, tells me, Mahesh bhai, all these products are useless, but I'll tell you what, they are all fit for their right time. But there is one product that I have kept always for myself. Guess which one would have that been?
Which one?
Oh, okay, I can't tell.
The death.
Medical insurance.
Oh, sorry. The death part. I was like the death part.
It's the medical insurance that everyone's gonna need it no matter what.
Yeah.
हर इंसान कभी ना कभी बीमार पड़ता ही है
बिल्कुल।
और उसे मेडिकल इंश्योरेंस की जरूरत पड़ेगी ही पड़ेगी बिकॉज देर इज अ लॉन्ग वेटिंग लिस्ट आउट देयर ओके गवर्नमेंट सिस्टम heads off to them. They are the real heroes. They are really trying to save as many lives as possible, but unfortunately they have far more bigger
Yeah.
challenges.
Yeah.
And how about the waiting list? Because अभी healthcare की जैसे बात करें, it's not that, I won't say it's not that great. I can't say that because people are literally doing hard work to save lives.
Yep.
But waiting list अगर किसी को
Waiting
आज
line, हाँ.
चाहिए, but उसका like उसको डॉक्टर का ही अपॉइंटमेंट 6 महीने बाद मिल रहा है या फिर उसको तो
In spite of going
कैसे-
private,
yeah.
in
Yeah.
spite of having private insurance, going to private specialist, सब कुछ, फिर भी wait time is like 6 months. So this must एक तो challenges है आप अपने client से मिलते हो, but ये तो challenge आपको बाहर face करना है.
Yes. So see, first of all, relying on public healthcare system, I personally feel that buying a medical insurance policy is a very responsible act that you will ever do. Why? because you will take some pressure off from the public healthcare system. Okay,
Yeah.
public healthcare system is actually designed to help people who really can't afford it. If we can afford it, we should always have the medical insurance and reduce that pressure from the government. Okay, and that's why I call it a very responsible act. Okay, now if you are still relying on, a lot of people ask me, oh, what do you think? How much would be the waiting time for bypass surgery or knee replacement surgery? And I'm like, there is no set rules. When Manit goes with her knee replacement ka complaint, at that time, it all depends how many number of people are already waiting. Now, when she approached them at that time, there could be possibility there were very few cases, and Manit goes within next week. She's gone for the surgery, done and dusted, and she has a great experience, right?
Yeah.
And then on contrary, there could be somebody else who's just been diagnosed with stage 1 cancer,
Just sitting at home.
but there are
waiting for
people
their-
literally dying from stage 4.
Yeah.
What can ADHB do? The district health board can't do anything. That person will have to wait.
Yeah.
Now, if you got private medical insurance, of course, it gives you lot more flexibility to go and approach the private hospital, private specialist, and then go and start your treatment as fast as possible. But again, don't be in any flash impression here. These days, even the private hospital,
Yeah.
maybe there are long wait. Unfortunately, I've seen some of my clients been waiting for 2 months, 3 months, and I'm like, oof, it's literally killing us because it's killing the whole purpose of having a medical insurance.
So this is being a hindrance for your business as well?
I would say there are areas of improvement, and we are entirely relying on the medical industry. Okay, unfortunately, we got a lot of other challenges as well. We have lost so many doctors, so many nurses who have left us and gone to Australia because they got better money, they got straight away permanent residency as compared to here. You have to come here and do your 3 years of work permit first, while Australia is saying, come over, we'll give you permanent residency.
Yeah.
So you see, you can't blame them. They're getting better money. Their families are invited. They're getting straight away PR. So we have lost a lot of medical practitioners, and that has created this problem for us. There's no second thought about it. So what we need to do is we need to get more people and also treat all the GPs who are coming from countries like India. Don't tell them go and do again MBBS and do further studies. बॉडी के पार्ट्स थोड़ी चेंज हो जाते हैं, वो तो वही है.
यहाँ पे लेकिन वो है, तुम पहले आओ, बोलते हैं ये लो पहले पढ़ाई करो फिर आओ हमारे पास.
Recently, what Australia did is a fantastic thing. If you're a doctor in India, you're a doctor in Australia. Done.
Yeah.
Which should be fine. I mean, कोई टैक्स थोड़ी ना जो उधर से इधर आने में बदल रहा है.
But something that I will give you as a very important piece of knowledge here, which is for our community, is one of the stock standard thing that happens is what do we do when we have child or somebody, we invite our family here, correct?
Yeah.
Parents को यहाँ बुलाते हैं ना, क्या हो भाई, पहला बच्चा हुआ है, happy moments, yeah? And here is the biggest mistake most of them do. They don't buy travel insurance और सीधा यहाँ ले आते हैं.
जी.
And then something happens to those parents, and there is thousands and thousands of dollars worth of treatment is done,
Yeah.
and the family is under serious debt now.
Yeah. But getting parents from there also, उनकी insurance also would cost a lot because of the age factor and stuff.
I completely understand, but then I take it this way that if you can afford, $2,000, $3,000 worth of airlines ticket, you should be responsible for your own parents
Yeah.
and buy at least a travel insurance for them. And it's again the vice versa. When we go, I've got a lot of my clients. They say, "Oh, Mahesh bhai, I'm going to India," and I'm like, "Okay." Here's a Guju bhai who's telling me, "Hu chailo India," and I'm like, "Good. Have you bought the travel insurance?" And it's like, why? Why do I need travel insurance? I'm going to India. And I'm like, really? Do you really think that if something happens to you medically over there and you land up in a hospital,
You're in
who's
India.
going to pay for it? Modi ji is not going to say, कि मारो दीकरो घरे आएगो, ano kharcho हूँ भरू. No, that's not going to happen. You're going to have to pay for it. In fact, the moment hospital finds out कि party foreign की है, तो बस काटो. So very important that you must
Yeah.
must take travel insurance when you fly out of New Zealand waters.
Yeah.
And if you're bringing your parents or someone from overseas for
Absolutely. Yeah.
6 महीना 9 महीना 3 साल, doesn't matter. Have some responsibility. उनके लिए कुछ इंश्योरेंस लो. आप देखिए givealittle.co.nz में जाके cases देखिए.
Yeah, I know.
Cases after
Yes.
cases. My heart breaks. I'm like, why? Either there is a lack of education
Yeah.
or people are being ignorant.
Yeah.
Those are the only two. There's no other
Yeah.
reason to it.
So, एक फन पार्ट में आप हमें बताओ, आप इतने एडवाइस देते हो सबको, व्हाट्स वन एडवाइस दैट यू हैव रिसीव्ड फ्रॉम पीपल? एक एडवाइस जो आपको किसी से
और
मिली हो.
आपकी लाइफ में हेल्प किया हो.
Yeah, I can. Happy to share. Okay. One of my client, he got diagnosed with diabetes. Okay, just about 3 साल पहले की बात है, and he told me he's going to reverse it, and I couldn't believe him. I was like, no, it's not going to possible. Me being in the industry for so long, I've always seen, people get onto the metformin and all those kind
Yeah.
of tablets, and it's a no-go back, He chose not to have medication, and he decided he's going to do all the Indian remedies. I was like, oh, God, okay, God help you. I don't know where's that going. And also with his doctor, he would be non-compliant because if he doesn't take the
Yeah.
tablets.
Yeah.
But I was completely surprised what I saw his HbA1c level at a serious level of diabetes. From that to absolutely drop down to 40 HbA1c, which is like literally no diabetes anymore. Okay?
Doing the
Home
maybe
remedies?
obviously home remedies, Indian remedies,
उसने पता नहीं क्या क्या खाया,
exercise.
कोई करेला खाया, फिर फेनुग्रीक के वो पानी पिए, intermittent fasting करके weight drop किया, and all those kinds of. So that was the advice he gave me. He said that look, if anybody comes across to this situation, give them this piece of advice. Tell them to talk to me, and I'm happy to guide them. So there you go. And recently I put on weight, and
He told
I just followed his advice. I did actually tell him, but I thought once I get up to that level that I want to go back and say thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
They did work.
Because we do everything, बस ये जो पार्ट है ना होम रेमेडीज वाला, वो हम नहीं कर पाते. आई डोंट नो, हम बहुत कॉम्प्लेक्स चीज़ें कर लेंगे, बाहर जाके कुछ भी करा लेंगे कि भाई आज फैट फ्रीज करा लो, आज ये करा लो. वी एंड अप पेइंग $100,000. बट हम ये जो हमारे किचन में ही सब चीज़ें अवेलेबल है, हम वो कभी नहीं करते.
To our viewers, अगर to give them, आपने इतना educate किया उनको, but some factors you think one must consider or ask their advisor. Obviously they go to different advisors, but
Yep.
there's something you would say, these are 3 questions अपने advisor को ज़रूर पूछो
पूछो.
insurance लेने से
Yeah.
पहले. Something that would add value to their life as well. It will help them buy an insurance.
I would highly recommend worst case scenario at least every 2 years, minimum every 2 years. Please invite your insurance advisor and sit down with them and revamp everything. Make sure that the policies are still working exactly the way you wanted it, because हर इंसान की life change होती है, financials, health, everything changes, And जो policy आपके advisor ने आपके लिए 5 साल पहले बनाई थी, 5 साल के बाद कभी बैठ के देखना, things have changed dramatically and you might need some changes. ज़रूरी नहीं है इसका मतलब ये है कि आपको extra लेना है. There could be possibility आपके ऊपर कोई loadings हो, तभी आपका वजन बहुत ज़्यादा था, अब आपने वजन इतना कम कर दिया है, you can review that and your loadings can come down. कुछ exclusions लगे हुए हैं जो आपको अभी इतने टाइम से प्रॉब्लम है ही नहीं, then you can invite your advisor and tell them to get it reviewed.
Review your
with the
policies
insurance
time to
company.
time. Just to know a little more about you, we're going to have a quick fun part. So tell us, stocks or real estate, your go-to investment plan,
Stocks.
and your guilty spending. If you had, what's your guilty spending?
Traveling.
Traveling.
So mountain or beach?
Beach.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
And the last question and the most important, what's your mantra of life? And you share it with us and our viewers, your mantra to success, your mantra to life that you live by.
Be happy, keep yourself healthy,
Yeah.
travel as much as possible, spend most of the time with your family, especially your children,
Yeah.
and keep yourself fit and fine. That's it.
Great.
That's the best thing I can tell you. As long as you stay within this, don't run behind money too much,
Yeah.
because the day you die, everything is here, you're up.
Yeah.
You're not going to take anything with you.
Yeah.
And that is the best advice I can give you as a life insurance advisor.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much. It's
much.
been wonderful having you here. We really
you.
appreciate your time and all the valuable knowledge you have given us today. We really are walking out with a lot of knowledge in this field.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mahesh.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you for
Thank you.
coming.
And can you tell us, viewers, how to contact you if they want to get in touch
Yes.
with you for any insurance advice?
Just Google my name, Mahesh Maru, Tulip Financial Services Limited, or my number is 021 244 6278. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mahesh.
And thank you again to our sponsor, Motorcare, and media sponsor, Social
Social
Wave.
Wave.
Thank you.
Thank you.